Namaskar. Welcome to today's session on digital marketing strategy, which is something really very interesting and important for all the marketers and people who are trying to get into this domain. They need to understand that what digital marketing is and what are the strategies related to it. So far we have already taken up different sessions in this course wherein we have talked about almost all the tools of digital marketing. Now it is time to wrap up with things, and this probably being the last session of this particular program, it wraps up all the strategies of different tools that we have already discussed in detail. So let's see does this session holds for you. So we will be talking about introduction, then overview of digital marketing strategy, how to develop a digital marketing plan, and in the end conclusion. So let me talk about few interesting facts that are dived or derived based on the research that have recently happened. So the research says that 63% of the business have increased their digital marketing budget, which shows that how important digital marketing is in today's world, how every company is using these tools in order to promote their product, in order to reach out to the consumer to a great extent. So these digital marketing tools are basically digital platforms which we use or the marketer use to reach out to their desired audience, to answer to their questions, compel them to take desired actions, and ultimately accomplish their own goal of selling the product. So as we see that the percentage have increased to a great extent and companies are investing a lot into digital marketing. So this field becomes really very important for everybody, not only in terms of promoting the product, but also in terms of looking at this particular field as a major source of opportunity for the newcomers. So you there is a possibility of getting lots of job, lots of opportunity into this domain if you learn things related to digital marketing. Definitely you are going to upskill yourself and your market value will increase. Another statistic says that between 2020 and 2021, there was a 14% growth rate in digital marketing budget spending across businesses. So in every domain, the growth have happened by 14% in a just single year span. So you can see how fast this world is picking up, how fast people are adapting and adopting to the digital medias in order to promote themselves. Facebook and Google ads have the highest return on interest rate in paid advertising. So out of all the tools which we have been discussing so far related to traditional form of advertising, I would say that digital marketing or digital advertising platforms have outweighed the importance of traditional tools. And amongst the digital tools as well, Facebook, Google, and YouTube are the one who are yielding the highest return on interest. So this being such an important tool, it cannot be ignored. Definitely, the maximum benefit of such tools should be availed, and if you are able to do so, if you are able to actually harass the potential of these tools, definitely your marketing campaigns are going to be the most influential and effective. Moving forward, we will talk about the 5 steps that encompasses of the strategy, that how these 5 steps are the indicators of each level at which you will be formulating your strategy. So talking about the first step, that is SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity and threat analysis. So SWOT analysis is something which is related to environmental scanning. So similarly, as you do your traditional marketing, similarly in digital marketing also, the genesis lies, or the starting point, or the initiating point would be environmental scanning. And that happens through SWOT analysis, wherein we are trying to identify our strengths, we are trying to explore our weaknesses, and based on our strengths, we try to tap the opportunities which are available in the environment, and the threats that might prevail in the near future are also settled with the help of SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis have been a very interesting tool from years together. So SWOT analysis helps in scanning the environmental threats and opportunities, and it also helps in shaping our strategies. So next step in digital marketing strategy, step 2 is SMART. SMART means that the goals needs to be smart enough, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant and timely. So if you are having very crisp goals which are easy to measure, which are easy, not easy to attain, but at least they are attainable and relevant enough to the current context which we have analyzed in our SWOT analysis, and if they are framed timely, then those goals can really help you a lot in getting an exceptional result. So if your goal framing is not done properly at the initial stage, it becomes really difficult for you to carry on those goals and attain them. You need to be very specific in terms of formulating your goals, because things which are very elongated cannot be worked upon. So you need to be very concise, very precise, and very focused upon what you actually need to attain. Is it that you want to make your presence in the audience, or is it that you want to nurture your brand to the next level? So, what is your actual goal? You need to be very specific about it. And once you are clear with that goals, you have already half won your battle. Moving to step 3, which talks about segmentation. So segmentation is basically dividing the market into different groups. Those groups are homogeneous within and they are heterogeneous outside. So if you have divided the market into relevant segment, it becomes very easy for you to target the audience and reach out to your targeted audience in a very better manner. So you can divide the market, or you can segment your market or population in terms of demographic features, or in geographical basis, or maybe psychological basis, maybe on physiological basis. So depending upon what kind of product or service you are offering, what are the relevant parameters of or basis of segmentation, you will be dividing your market or target audience into different groups. And once you are already done with the buyers group, you would be in a better position to understand that how we need to target each group, because every group would be having a distinct property, distinct feature which you need to target upon. So dividing the market into segments is another very crucial step in this strategy. Moving to step 4, that is buyer's persona. So once you have devised your segment, you know that which segment are you targeting towards. You move closer towards that segment in order to assess the need set of your people, in order to assess the pain points of those people. So based on a very detailed analysis of that particular segment which you are targeting towards, you are in a position to create your buyer's persona. And how does that buyer's persona helps? Yes, it helps you in knowing your customer quite well. It helps in tailoring your promotional effort towards those set of customers, and it also helps in moving forward with those customer need set and offering them products which are related to those customers. So buyer's persona definitely is a very important tool which you need to devise. And in the next slide, I will be showing you a sample of how buyer's persona can be obtained through certain analytical tools. How does it looks like? Uh, the last step, of course, is budget. So, based on what kind of strategies you are going to adopt in order to reach out to your consumer, you have to devise a budget. You have to allocate certain amount to every aspect of your promotion, maybe the digital forms, maybe the traditional forms. So, you need to know that how much promotion you need to do, and in that promotion, how would you further segregate your budget into different aspects, and the ones which are able to yield better results on your investment, the ROI is higher, you need to allocate more budget to those areas. So budget can be made on different methods. There are 4 or 5 major ways in which budgeting happens. One could be based on your affordability, how much you can afford. Second could be on the basis of competitive parity, that how much your competitor is allocating towards different tools. Based on that, you can judge things. Third could be on the basis of past trends that you have seen, that which tool is yielding how much return. Based on that, you can devise your budget. You can invest more into those tools which are yielding better results. So based on this, this was the 5 step journey of formulating a digital marketing strategy, and every aspect of this strategy was very crucial. You need to dive deep into every aspect and very carefully design your strategy. Moving forward, this is a sample of buyer's persona which is generated through AI, wherein you get to know very closely about your buyer. This is Daisy, who is 23-year-old. She's a doctor. These are her personality traits. These are certain motivators that helps her in motivating about certain things. She's focused towards self improvement. Then certain pain points are mentioned. Her aspirations are mentioned here. So based on this whole set, you are able to derive certain personality. You are able to devise a certain persona of that buyer, personality of that buyer, and based on that personality, you can curate well your content, your offerings, your promotion to that particular buyer. Though it is a one-on-one thing which is not related to mass market, but definitely a one-on-one move helps you a lot whenever we talk about the digital technology, because we have great tools which helps us in creating such persona for so many people at a single click, in a single point of time. So if we are using and taking advantage of this evolving technology, definitely we will be in a better position. Talking about how does a digital marketing plan looks like. So digital marketing plan must have the mentioned components on it. It should begin with stating the marketing goal, which should be clear enough and relevant enough. Then once you have decided the goals and objective, you need to decide upon the market and customer research for target audience based on their need set, based on the trends that are prevailing into the market. You need to research a lot that how these goals could be attained with the help of customers, how we can reach out to them in an effective and efficient manner. Then your marketing plan should also think upon the competitors as well, and it's very important to analyze your competitors move, because they are the ones against whom you will be mapped or gauged in the eyes of the audience. So they would definitely compare you with your competitors. So you need to know that where your competitors are heading to, what extra benefits are they offering to the customer, so that you are not left behind in any case. Then based on competitor analysis and their strategies, and also uh, considering your SWOT analysis, you need to design the marketing activities for your customers, the promotional activities for your customers, and those activities should be very much focused towards the set of target audience that you are dealing with. Now, each activity should have certain KPIs, they are the key performance indicators. So, you need to know that performance is happening on which ground, on what ground. So, for example, if you have initiated some campaign, maybe you have initiated certain drive against some social issue or social cause, and you need to measure how fruitful or how effective that drive was. So in order to measure that, you need to devise certain performance indicator. Performance indicator could be how many people it was able to create awareness amongst how many people joined the drive, how many people were benefited out of it, how many people remember that drive once it was over as well. So there are certain indicators which you need to design, which helps in gauging your performance, and it gives you a better focus of where your drive need to go. Then you should also have a very defined marketing budget, and the budget should be very wisely allocated based on where things are required and where you can do your savings. So you need to be very vigilant and very uh, smart in terms of assessing what are the areas wherein more cost is required, we need more of cash inflows, and what are the places wherein we can still pull back and we can reduce our expenditures too. So marketing budget becomes very crucial. Then you need to have certain timelines and workflow lines in your marketing plan, because if you do not have a timeline, things might go obsolete, as digital spaces are moving very fast, they are changing very fast. So everything is very much time bound, defined by the timelines. So you also need to devise the marketing plan in terms of timeline framework, that things should be attained at this particular point of time. This is the time when we are going to initiate our launch. This is the time when we are going to allure our customer. This is the time when we are going to assess the performance. So, if it is based on certain timelines and workflow, definitely that marketing plan is going to be very effective. Now, when you are devising a marketing plan, these might be the possible components of your marketing plan. You can use content marketing as a tool, which we have studied in detail in our previous sessions. Email marketing could be used, mobile marketing could be used, search engine optimization definitely is going to fetch a good result for you. Social media marketing is so much prevalent that you cannot avoid this as a tool. You need to be very active on social media in terms of promoting your product. Video marketing is something which is very attractive and unavoidable. It brings a lot of interest of people if the video is of good quality. Then web analytics also can be used as one of the tool, because that helps in assessing your performance and your efforts, which are indulged into all these tools that we have talked about. So web analytics definitely should be used. Webinars could be casted. So based on all the amalgamation of all these tools, you can devise an integrated communication plan which will help you in reaching out to your customer to a great extent. So if you are devising your digital marketing strategy, do keep in mind that you are using majority of the tools, because your presence and your availability on each window definitely is going to fetch you a good result, and people are going to take you seriously, they cannot avoid you. So you will be benefited out of all these tools if you are using them in a perfect balance and a match. So that was all for today's session. I hope it was insightful for you. Thank you so much.